All right, folks, here we are back out at Liberty Park Stadium, Day Field, for Game 2 of the 2025 19U Missouri American Legion Baseball State Championships. We got some lineups for you. We got a dandy here. Jeff City being the home team today. Festus Post 253 will be the visitors, and leading off for this Festus squad will be number 3, Devin Black. In the 2-hole, number 2, Tanner Duncan. In the 3-hole, number 30, Nolan Eisenbees. In the 4-hole, number 72, Mason Shermer. In the 5-hole, number 14, Brennan Irvin. In the 6-hole, number 17, Cole Robinson. In the 7-hole, number 19, Cooper Shilley. In the 8-hole, number 16, Gunnar Jose. In the 9-hole, number 22, Clayton Anderson. For the defensive setup for this Jeff City squad, we got let's go on the mound first. There it is. On the mound, number 38 will be Brody Kleffner. His battery mate today will be number 25, Colton Schulin. At first base, number 22, Ethan Edwards. At second base, number 26, Gavin Williams. At third base, number 29, Blake Wobie. At shortstop, number 7, Bryce Weiberg. In center field, number 20, I think I'm going to blow this one up, Camden Holscher. I hope that's the way that's pronounced. That's what I'm going with, because I didn't ask, and I should have, but I didn't ask. Maybe Ken will give us a hand on this one. In flanking the center fielder in left field is Drew Hart, and in right field will be Chris Haley. So that's our defensive setup. Joining me again today on the broadcast from Smith Cotton High School, the head coach, Kyle Zimmerman. Coach, thanks for joining us again. We had a dandy game.
Yeah, it was a great game. Played well on both sides, and I think we're going to see a lot of the same here in this next one.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to this one. We talk about traditions. Both these teams in American Legion in Missouri have rich traditions. They've been playing good baseball for quite some time, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I was going through Legion ball in the early 2000s, and even back then, you always knew who Post 5 was. You always knew who Festus was. They were always going to be teams that you knew you had to pay attention to.
Absolutely. And we got a chance to talk with the coach from Festus, Alec Cassena.
Yep.
I knew I said it right there that time. Alec Trammell is the head coach, Nick Trammell for Jeff City Post 5. His assistant coach, Dane Doherty, and the assistants for I got that wrong, so I know Coach Partney and Ben Irvin, Brill. I'm going to butcher that. Naki?
That looks about right, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going with that. And Kent Legg is firing up the introductions here at the ballpark. Coach, Mason Shermer, this young man has been a pitcher, a name around since his freshman year when Festus High School went to the state championships his freshman year. They didn't win the don't think they won it that year. They came back and they won it the next year. They got beat by Platte County that year. They came back, won it the next year. This young man's pitched in a lot of big games. What do you think you're going to see out of this guy?
I mean, I think we're going to see a guy who pounds the strike zone, can throw multiple pitches for strikes, and watching him warm up, he looks like a grown man.
That's true. And these are one of the few guys around, folks. When you hear somebody say, oh, he throws 90, this young man throws 90.
Yeah.
And it's consistent. He sits 90 to 92. That's what we're going to see on the fastball here. And then when you get that, and you can throw the breaking pitch
Yes.
like he does, it's not really fair, is it?
No, it's not. You know, as a hitter, when you have to make such quick decisions on the fastball, and then all of a sudden you're thinking fastball and it bends and it moves, and then you're like, I mean, you have no time to react.
No, you do not. Brody Kleffner on the other side of this for Jeff City is no slouch pitcher himself. I got to get my cursor to work, and there it does. But Brody Kleffner, this young man, Fatima, they just won the state championship this past season.
Yeah.
He's got some of his teammates with him. He's committed to Lincoln University. 2025 Class 3 first team All-State, DH utility, 2025 Class 2 state champs. I think I'm going to get over here and see this here. I got to get my cursor. All the information over here. 2025 academic All-State.
Yeah.
This young man, he can pitch.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, Fatima being in the Jeff City area, you know, there's a lot of baseball talent in the Jeff City area. And I know back in the spring, Fatima was beating some Class 5 and Class 6 teams. So, you know, it's not necessarily somebody who has just gone and dominated, you know, smaller schools and potentially lesser competition. I mean, he's had to do it against some really good teams, and you know, we're going to see why they were successful tonight.
Absolutely. We're going to finish off. We'll let Kent Lang and his golden voice over there finish out the opening here as he finishes introducing the Jeff City Fivers. And then we'll probably get to the national anthem and we'll be off. So stick around.
And pitching for Jefferson City, number 38, Brody Kleffner. Head coach Nick Trammell and his coaching staff. At this time, we'll read the American Legion Coach sportsmanship to all players, umpires, coaches, and fans in the stadium. So would you please repeat after me? I will keep the rules, keep faith with my teammates, keep my temper, keep myself fit, keep a stout heart in defeat, keep my pride under control in victory, keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. At this time, we would like for everyone to please rise, and all men who are not military requested to remove your hat as we honor America and this great nation with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, folks, here we go. Jeff City taking the field. Got to see these young men play. And, Coach, like you said, you've been around. You've seen some of these kids, you know, from the schools in the area. I got to see this team play a couple times at the zone tournament. They're clean.
Yeah.
They play clean baseball. They're fundamentally sound. They know what it is to be in big games. So I don't think there's anything here that's going to be overwhelming.
Yeah, I agree. I think, every team that's here this week, and these two in particular, there's a reason why they're here.
Yeah.
And that's because they play clean baseball. They take advantage of other teams' mistakes. And, and so the moment's not going to be too big. And especially when you're dealing with a couple of teams that also have made recent long runs at the high school level, and they have players that have, played deep into the Missouri playoffs and into the Final Four, and so a lot of experience there with success, and so we should get everybody's best effort, that's for sure.
Oops, I'm on the wrong one. There it is. There it is. Okay, the aforementioned Brody Kleffner, this young man has thrown 29 innings for this squad this year, Coach. He's 4-1. Let's see. We roll over here. A 2.1.
Yeah.
7 ERA. This is always the one that I look at. This is one of my babies.
Yeah.
Opponent batting average.
Yep.
$189.
Wow. Yeah. That's anytime you're under the Mendoza line as a pitcher, man, it's going to be an uncomfortable trip to the batter's box.
Our player spotlight, Brady Kleffner, will sponsored by, I'll spit it out here in a minute, sponsored by Prime Sports, primesportsmw.com. Go check them out for all your baseball, softball needs. Ball one opens the game, and a ground ball foul by the leadoff hitter here, Devin Black. Man, Coach doing double duty, getting foul balls. Whoa! Went Maverick on him early.
Yeah. Yeah, got a little too close to the tower on that one. Just watching Brady, he's got a little bit of an unconventional arm angle, which I think adds to the deceptiveness and adds to the difficulty when you're facing him. So not only do you not have that much time to react, it comes out of a weird arm slot. And so, your eyes are kind of trained to look in certain places, and when you have to look into a different place to find the ball, that can be difficult.
Wind isn't blowing near as much, but that gets out of play for strike one. The flags have settled down.
Yeah. I thought there for a minute we were going to get dumped on with rain, but so far so good. So far, so good.
It's still kind of ominous in the background as we're looking out over left field there, but it's cooled it down.
Yeah, it feels a lot better now than it did at the beginning of the first game.
No balls, 2 strikes to the second hitter, Tanner Duncan. And we got something going on over here. Oh, Coach is talking about a balk.
Oh, balk move, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like the conversation went anywhere, but
no.
At least he said what he needed to say.
Kleffner kind of shrugs that one off. Like, come on. But, hey, you know what? I love that. That's, as a coach, that's your job.
Hey,
right?
Yeah, you're looking out for your guys, if you see something. Oh, yeah, I see exactly what he's talking about, too.
And that ball is down. You'll have to come back to that. So a hit by pitch, a base hit, and Festus is rolling here early in the top of the first inning. What'd you see, Coach?
So right when Brady gets ready to go to the plate, his back foot, his rubber foot, it comes up off the ground. And so I could understand how that could be deceptive to the runner, because typically if you see that back foot coming off the ground, that means they're picking. Yep. And so, but he kind of jumps at the plate a little bit, and so that heel comes off the ground. Good bunt.
Oh, that's a heck of a nice play.
Yeah.
from the catcher here. That is Colton Schulin.
Yeah.
Another Fatima kid, I believe, correct? Colton Schulin, yeah, Fatima.
Yeah. Little unconventional there trying to get the out at second, but, hey, as long as you get the out, we'll take the out however we can get it.
So Eisenby's on by the fielder's choice.
Oh, looks like we got a first and third plate here.
And we do, and
Executed
he's
perfectly.
safe. Nice job.
Executed perfectly offensively there. Base runner at first base, left early. Pitcher tried to attack the runner, and unfortunately, that's not what you want your pitcher to do, because now he turns his back from third base. As soon as he turned his back, runner at third takes home.
That's a strike. It's interesting now that you said that, and watching Kleffner, it does that back foot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that isn't somehow corrected, and he's not getting called.
Well, I think it's a situation.
That front foot, that back foot
Mm-hmm.
jumps
yeah.
before.
And I think it's a situation where, since he does it every single time, you can there's a little bit of play there.
There is, and that is true. What you said has a lot of relevance, because once you repeat
Mm-hmm.
your motion, your pitching motion,
Yeah.
that becomes. And Mason Shermer goes down on strikes. That was a quick 1-2-3 right there.
First baseman number 14,
Brennan Irvin to the plate.
That was a good job there of recollecting his thoughts after the first and third mishap and getting it out there.
Kleffner trying to strand that runner at second, and a ground ball will be foul.
But, yeah, since he's established that that's just part of his natural pitching motion, I think that's kind of where the freedom to do it comes from.
Gotcha.
Because if it's something he only does occasionally, now you get into deceiving the runner.
No balls, one strike to Irvin. Swing and a miss. Kleffner kind of dialing it up a little bit here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was his best fastball so far.
Curveball. Ooh. That's one of those borderline. That was close.
That was a really good pitch there. And again, it's a 50-50 pitch, so you sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. But that's a really good pitch 0-2 there.
One tough one to take. He doesn't take that one. One big hop to the third baseman, and that strands the runner second. But Festus gets one, takes a lead as we move to the bottom of the first inning. Festus 1, Jeff City coming up.
plays Festus 1, Jefferson City. Coming to bat.
All right, folks, here we go. Get the lineup here for the home team, Jeff City. Fivers leading off. Number 8 will be Christopher Haley. In the 2-hole, number 22, Ethan Edwards. In the 3-hole, number 25, Colton Schulin. In the 4-hole, number 7, Bryce Weiberg. In the 5-hole, number 26, Gavin Williams. In the 6-hole, number 27, Hayden Schlupp. In the 7-hole, number 16, Drew Hart. And in the 8-hole, number 20, Camden Holscher. In the 9-hole, number 29, Blake Wobie. Defensively for the Festus squad on the mound, the aforementioned Mason Shermer. His battery mate will be Gunnar Jose. At first base, Brennan Irvin. At second base, Cooper Shilley. At third base, is Nolan Eisenbees. At shortstop, Tanner Duncan. In center field, Devin Black. And he's flanked in left field by Clayton Anderson and in right field by Cole Robinson. This young man right here is this is a Division I arm.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
I know those things are, sometimes overstated, but this isn't. Mason Shermer is definitely that. He's committed to Crowder Junior College. Our Player Spotlight presents Mason Shermer, sponsored by Prime Sports, PrimeSportsMidwest.com. Check it out for all your baseball, softball needs. Strike one to Haley. And this young man, like I said, it started off his career early, 2023 Class 5 champs. They were runners-up in 2022. He's a 2025 academic All-State. He's got his, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong line there. Hang on, I'm going to come down to it. Boom, there. Blurs together.
Yeah.
But this young man has had quite the road. He's been pitching for Festus this year, putting up some big numbers. And we got a 3-1 count here to lead off the inning. Fastball misses in.
That's a good at bat right there. A couple 50-50 pitches that were called balls that were good takes by Haley.
Shermer's thrown 23 innings this year with a 3.34 ERA. Opponent batting average 261. And right there, you can see he's starting here. He's having trouble locating his fastball, Coach.
Yeah, we alluded to it in the first game, and I think it applies here as well. He hasn't quite found his rhythm. His rhythm is just a little bit off. There it was. That's a good one right there.
Took a little bit off that too, it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
1 ball, 1 strike. Sometimes you need to do that just to find it.
Yes, exactly. And it comes out really clean though.
2 balls and 1 strike. Wants a different baseball.
That's a good time to take a breath, reset, and sometimes, as weird as it sounds, sometimes just getting a new baseball is all you need.
Yeah, because it ain't a matter sometimes about the baseball. It's just a matter of resetting your brain.
Yeah, exactly. Just taking a beat to think of something different.
So 3-1 count again to the number 2 hitter, Ethan Edwards, followed by Colton Schulen. Takes the strike there. I don't mind that take right there, Coach.
Absolutely. Yeah, I completely agree. His misses are not really that close to the strike zone right now, so I don't mind that take at all. Great pitch right there.
Comes back, gets the K, looking.
Next here for post 5, the catcher, number 25, Colton Schulen.
Colton Schulen now at the plate. He needed that K, and sometimes you just got to see the success, and then settles you into the game.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely.
It's what we saw with Kleffner in the first of it.
Correct.
Big swing and a miss. He's finding that strike zone now.
Yep. He looks to be in a much better rhythm right now, much better pace. And again, sometimes you do get into that situation where you get a little excited, you get a little bit jazzed up, and you just got to find a way to slow the heartbeat down a little bit.
I think sometimes, I think there are very few pitchers, as we got an 0-2 count. That's a fantastic fastball.
Yeah, that was a really good pitch on the inside corner there. You got some two-seam run on it, lets it run back over the heart of the plate.
But, a lot of guys can't pitch angry.
Correct. Oh, that's a great point. Because you just everybody has their own way of doing things, and you're right. It's sometimes pitching angry is just a distraction.
Yeah, I agree. You're fighting with yourself on the mound.
Absolutely.
2-0 now to Bryce Weiber, the number 4 hitter. So he's had back-to-back Ks. Couple of pitches out of the zone, low.
Yeah, you can absolutely see why this guy's had a lot of success. His fastball has late bite on it. So to righties it dives away, to lefties it dives in. And so you think you're right on it, and then it dives down at the last minute, and you hit it on, you roll it over, or you hit it on the ground, and it just turns into a ground out.
And I think that's, when you're talking about missing barrels, right? That's a tough skill. And that is popped up. First baseman over there. Nice job. Makes the catch. Similar. Both pitchers let the leadoff runner on, but work out of it. We're heading to the top of the second inning. Score 1-0 Festus. Folks, in August 6th through the 10th, Youth Baseball Midwest will be in Washington, Missouri, as we will be bringing you the Mid-South Regional Championships. One of these teams is going to punch their ticket to the regional finals. Great slate. You got Tennessee, Mississippi, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, and I'm missing one.
Louisiana, right?
Louisiana. I always forget Louisiana.
Yeah.
I think we want to because, man, that team is loaded. Mid-South Regionals, August 6th through the 10th. If you're around Washington, come on out to the ballpark. But it'll be at Ronsick Park. Please subscribe, support our channel. We appreciate it as the ball is grounded fair to the third baseman. Nice job. One pitch. We like to talk about this, Coach. This is called baseball. That's baseball economics.
Yes.
That's the basic baseball economics. One pitch, one out.
Yep.
I love that over the immaculate, the 3 pitches.
Right,
I know
right.
that's the sexy thing, but I'll take that all day.
Yes, absolutely. That is efficiency 101 right there. Like you said, I'd rather see a 3-pitch inning than a 9-pitch inning.
Absolutely. And strike one to Schlupp. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. That was Cole Robinson grounded out, and then we have another ground out. I'm sorry, folks, I didn't flip my scorecard here. That was terrible. Cooper Shealy just grounded out to the shortstop. Gunnar Jose at the plate. The catcher, man, that's strike one. This is if he can
he's found something here in the second inning.
You got to check that. Ooh.
Okay.
Close.
All right. Yeah, that was close. I could have seen that going the other way, but got away with one there maybe.
Blue said no.
Yep, that's right.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Doesn't matter what I think. That was a good pitch right there. That was a really good breaking ball, front hip breaking ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes to the catcher. Fouled back out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll do it again. I like this choke up here from the catcher.
I was getting ready to say the exact same thing. Yeah, you don't see that very often nowadays.
Stay quick. Got it in play, but to the second baseman. Out number 3. We got a 1-2-3. We're heading to the bottom of the second inning. Score 1-0 Festus.
Festus, there was no runs, 0 no hits, there was no errors, and nobody left on base. We move now to the bottom of the second. Festus 1 and Jefferson City 0.
All right, folks. Appreciate you being with us. Please, if you like what we're doing, hit the subscribe button here. Youth Baseball Midwest is, we our subscribers having as many eyeballs. I hope you like what we do. We've got our podcast. We have conversations with coaches, just like we got sitting next to me, Coach Zimmerman. Who, hey, listen, folks. These high school coaches in this state, they do a lot. Coaches in general, high school sports, and it's not an easy job.
Right.
It's time consuming.
Yep.
These guys put in a lot of work, and we appreciate these gentlemen taking the time to work with Youth Baseball Midwest, as Coach Zimmerman's doing here. It goes a long way to say talk about the character of these men, and this is who you want coaching your kids.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Baseball's been a part of my life ever since I can remember, so I try to give back as much as I can, however I can.
Shermer up, facing Gavin Williams here in the bottom of the second inning. Strike 1.
A subtle thing that doesn't get talked about enough is a pitcher that stays on the mound after the pitch is thrown.
Yeah.
Again, it's pace of play, right? It's give me the ball. I want to throw my next pitch. I want to keep this action going. And you love to see it.
Misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shermer trying to match his counterpart Kleffner and getting a 1-2-3 here. Misses out. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was a good pitch there. See if maybe he'll chase away. I don't hate that pitch right there.
Curveball.
That's
big hop.
A great sequence right there. Great sequence. good job of tunneling there. He used that outside fastball that ran away to come right back with a slider that started in the same area and then came in. So great job right there.
Brings up Hayden Schlupp, the DH for today's ball game. Pitch gets away from it. It's ball one. And Shermer, physically, when you see him, I mean, my goodness, he doesn't look like, kind of like the Lorenzen kid that pitched at Cincinnati. It's what he reminds me
Correct. Yeah, no, he hasn't missed any of his days in the weight room, that's for sure.
And I think there's schools of thought. People like it, some people don't. Some, as far as different body types.
Correct, and I think baseball is a game where you don't necessarily have to be as physically imposing as that to be successful. But when you think about trying to get to the next level and trying to get to the ultimate, the major leagues, I mean, those guys are way bigger than their jerseys make them look. In the major leagues, every single one of them is just muscle bound.
Because who was the guy from Cleveland, the pitcher, the big guy? Oh, wasn't Sabathia, it was the other one. Started with a C. I'm trying to remember. A big swing and a miss. We got Drew Hart at the plate. I always thought, I said, yeah, he has a 2 dozen a day habit at the Krispy Kreme.
Right. Yeah, I say that, and then you have guys like David Wells back in the day who
Cologne.
Yes, Bartolo Colon. Absolutely. And that's the beauty of baseball, right? There's a lot of different ways to get the job done, and if you're good enough, you're good enough. You can get out there and you can do it with anybody.
Strike on the inside. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball catches the outside. Lefty on lefty here. Drew Hart working. Goes upstairs. It's fouled off.
That was a good pitch right there. That was a good fastball right at the top of the strike zone, where a hitter has to make a decision. Do I take it and take the risk of striking out looking, or do I swing at it? Not much can be done with that pitch right there.
Runner at first.
Wow. That was, even though it missed, that was a really good pitch.
That's some oohs and ahs. I think that did stay inside.
Yeah, I agree. I think it broke a little bit too late, but
hey, it's 50-50s.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes you're going to get them, sometimes you're not, but looks like they just called it for lightning.
Oh, yeah. Understand. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
Safety, it's tough.
You don't want anybody out here getting hurt, that's for sure, especially, lightning related.
Yeah, because folks, it is all around us right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see. I'm not sure if we're going to get this one in tonight. Yeah. It may actually end up picking up tomorrow.
Yeah, the hope is that, it blows through quick or goes a different direction. If it doesn't, though, if they do end up having to pick the game up tomorrow, it gets very interesting to see what they do pitching wise.
He's going. Go ahead. You got to take care of some business. Hey. Folks, wanted to let you know we're got our lightning delay. We're going to leave it right here. We're going to keep the stream going. We'll keep you updated on what's going on. I know Connor Spinagle, who's also the tournament director here, will be. He's talking to the coaches. So hang in there. We'll keep you posted. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's ball game is being postponed due to the lightning that's in the area and the rain that is going to be here in a minute. We will pick up things tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. we'll start, and we'll continue on from there. Thank you for your attendance tonight. Just to let you know, we will not have a gate fee for you tomorrow when you come back in. We're not going to charge you calls. So thank you for being here tonight, and we'll see everybody tomorrow, 2 o'clock. We'll pick up at 2 o'clock and log in the second.
Folks, there's been a decision made here due to the lightning, continued lightning in the area and the coming storm. The game has been postponed for tonight and will resume at 2 o'clock. That is 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tomorrow afternoon, we will be on live to finish this game. Thank you very much for joining us. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, 2 p.m. We'll be back here to finish off this game. We got 2 more, 5 and 8. From the ballpark, for Coach Zimmerman, have a good night.